Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'd like to start off because I know when this is releasing, it is Christmas Eve and not in the afternoon, hopefully where everyone is super busy, but early in the morning, but still Christmas Eve. So I would like to wish every single one of you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or whatever from my family to yours. I am very grateful for each and every single one of you. And even if you're just watching this video, if you're someone new, please do consider hitting that subscribe button. Just watch this video. I know I had to make something special for y'all. So this is actually the final pickups video for the year. So the last one, previous one, was actually just games I'd picked up from VGP. Well, this is from everywhere else, a much smaller stack than that previous one. But still, a few games that are pretty good. I'd just like to share them with you. And so, first one that I actually have right here is for Red Dead Redemption. And I plan on reviewing this or not reviewing, but talking about this in a different video. But just so everyone knows, this actually has a free Nintendo Switch 2 edition, like upgrade path. So if you have the regular Switch game, you can just put it inside your Switch 2 and get the better graphics, which I believe is... I do know that it makes the game run at 60 FPS, like a solid. And I can't remember if it actually upgrades any of the visuals other than that, like give you a better pixelation and or like 4K or anything like that. But so that's just probably the reason why I got it. And also it went on really super cheap on Black Friday. If you'd actually watched previous video, saw that it was on sale for like $20. So, and if you don't know what it is actually an action game, but with very heavy role-playing elements into it. It's set in the Wild West frontier, like the early 1900s. And I've heard really good things about it for other platforms. But the big issue was that it didn't run the greatest on the Switch. But now that's all been taken care of. And this next game that we actually have was suggested by someone, Castle Crashers. And I don't know if you can actually look at this. It looks like a really cutesy little thing for it, even on the inside. It's a game from Behemoth. My daughter's really got a kick out of this. Like image on the inside. And it's just I played it. It is a very fun game. I just did it solo, but it has co-op up to 4 players. And I can see like doing this as a family and just how it would be a lot of fun for side-scrolling beat-em-ups, which I used to play one like this with some friends of ours. And it was a very much a fun time. And even just what I experienced a little bit for right now, it was a fun game. And so this next one was also suggested by a viewer. I picked it up, have not had a chance to play it. I will do so in a future video. I promise them, you know who you are, but I promise I will get around to playing this and reviewing it in a community spotlight video. So we have right here for Hammerwatch 2. So I was just going through and I was actually looking at it. It's an action RPG, and just the pixelation art that they have, the style that they had for it, it was just looked really good, and it's really up my alley. Almost pretty much anything with as an RPG is up my alley. Just to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. I can't get enough of RPGs, but it just looks like a really fun time, and just kind of really reminds me of some other RPGs that I've played in the past. And So this next one was suggested by coworkers. I'd heard of it, didn't really know too much about it, but we have right here Slay the Princess. Now, it had actually come out for other systems, other platforms. I believe the PC came out in, I think in 2023, so a couple of years ago. So it's been out there, but it didn't get an actual physical release on the Switch until fairly recently. I think it was actually a couple of months ago it came out with. And it came out with the standard edition along with the collector's edition. But the collector's edition was a whopping $200. And it must have been just because of the fact that it included this statue in it. But this is actually a horror kind of like a visual novel. You have to make all these different choices, and then whatever it is you make the choice, something else happens. I don't know if you grew up in this time. We had these all the time, the choose your own adventure games, or not games, books. So it just goes through, you read the page, and then it gives you two choices at the end. So it says, okay, if you make this choice, go to page so-and-so. If you make this choice, go to this page. So then whatever choice you made, go to the page, and you kept going. And it was, so the story, as you made different choices, would change every single time that you read it. So I don't know if any of y'all know what those are. Yes. Then this very next game, everyone should know about this. And I picked it up because it was on Black Friday sale, half off. And so we actually have right here for Super Mario Odyssey. Yes, when I was going through my collection, you would have seen I did not have this 3D Mario game that everyone rants and raves about, says it's the best. And it was made by the same team that actually did Donkey Kong Bonanza. So that's why actually there was a bunch of speculation when they knew that that team was working on a game. They were speculating that it was going to actually be a sequel to Super Mario Odyssey, but it just turned out to be Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I absolutely love Bonanza. Just the way that you could move about the world and everything about it was just a phenomenal game. I mean, that's why it was nominated for Game of the Year. And so, everyone, I have it. Hopefully I'll get around to being able to play it to see what all the hype is about. Everyone keeps talking about this is like the best Mario game they've ever played. We'll see if it lives up to the hype. Now, this very next game that I actually have right here is, because you can't read it because it's Japanese, but this is for Oninaki. And what this actually is it is by, it says right there on the spine, you can't really read it. It is by Square Enix. So it is a Square Enix published RPG, but it's not actually specifically from Square Enix. It's actually part of like a trilogy. I don't know if they were linked by stories. I don't believe they were, but they were actually by the same company, Tokyo RPG Factory. They put together 3 different RPGs. It's the only 3 they ever did. And it was for I Am Setsuna, Lost Sphere, and this, which is Oninaki. So I had the other 2. I always kept forgetting Oninaki existed for some reason. I knew there was a third one. I just didn't know the name of it. But now I actually have it. And so I hope to be able to experience that whole trilogy of games. And this very last game that I actually have for y'all, it is right here for Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3. And, I guess this is part of the title too. Generation. I don't know. I didn't know that was a part of the whole title. I just thought it was the first one. But, so, part of the third entry there into the Hyperdimension Neptunia series, which is like a JRPG. You get to play as the girls, but they're supposed to be representing like CPUs and gaming consoles there. And I've heard mixed reviews about it, but it's a JRPG, and I actually really like JRPGs. I've seen like the art style and the play for it just looks really cool to me. Going through and fighting and dungeons and just everything that you go through with the, I know it's got a pretty good story, but I know it's nothing for the kids, because I believe it has like can't see it in here, but I believe it has like a mature rating for some reason, maybe because of the themes that's involved in it. I haven't really looked too in depth in it, but they've just started re-releasing. I had 1 and 2, so now I have the third one to complete it, and so I think it'll look cool there on the shelf whenever it is I finally get another bookcase to be able to put out the games a little bit more, and then so I can space them out and display them a little bit better rather than having them just jumbled up in these bottom 2 spaces. So that's all the games I have for y'all this time. Not as like a third of what the previous video was. So, but yes, again, Merry Christmas to y'all. Hope y'all have a very happy holidays. I will probably record another video, not for a couple more days, to kind of try to wind down and everything from my job, because if y'all don't know, I work for one of the 4 major package distributors in the here, I guess, I don't know if you want to call them, like, in the world or whatever, but, and so very busy this time of the year. And so I hope you all like this video. I greatly appreciate every single one of y'all. If y'all could throw a like on this video, throw a hype onto it. And just, I have actually made the decision for the season of giving back. I'm actually going to extend that all the way through until the first of the year. I went and talked to them and wanted to try to be able to get a video, like a recording for when I'm actually going to be donating the money, show y'all some of the animals that are there. But I'm waiting to get permission from them about to be able to do that. So I figured that hopefully by the first of the year, I would be able to talk to them and get that done for y'all. Otherwise, I guess there won't be I won't be able to do a video, but I'll just have to maybe do some pictures or something to show y'all, because I'm going to go through and do it. But thank you all so very much. I truly mean it. Y'all are all like one of the biggest gifts I could actually have for this holiday season. And so thank you again for watching and just for everything this whole experience has made. I will catch you all next time.